All right, we are.
That's what Coke thinks of me.
We are like, I've actually tried to look for my name a couple times,
I found Mel.
and then it just ends up like those pictures that you see where it's like Coke bottles everywhere. I think I found one with an I, and I'm just like, nah.
Close, but not quite.
You gonna keep the can or you gonna throw it away?
No, I'm gonna throw it away. Like there's one with my name on it, a bottle that just sells Mom found.
Your full
I saw
name?
it. I'm like, oh, that's cool, and I threw it away. No, just Mel.
Oh, but
That's as
there's
close
no
as
Z.
anything will ever get.
There's no Z, so it's not
Yeah,
legit.
that's my dad. Yeah, I'd freak out if they had like my real name, just boom, Nivaldo. I'm like, huh?
I wouldn't be surprised because
You can custom order it though.
I've seen
But
some pretty like unique names that I'm just like I wouldn't think they would have. I would think they would only have like the common stuff.
so I think so you can custom order it.
Nah, ain't I got time for that.
Yeah, seriously. Well, some people do. Not me.
But well, I was gonna say something. Well, yeah, when you get a chance, can you do like the custom thumbnails on the videos we haven't done it yet?
Mm,
That means
I'm
no.
on it. I'm on it. I'll think about it. I got you. But yeah, but we're live. We're up. We're running. Week 6.
Alright, if you say so.
I have no idea what episode number this is.
It's episode 12,
Ooh, next week, unlucky 13.
my lucky number, because that was the day I was born. 13th.
The 13th day of the year.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Nailed it.
I never thought of it that way.
Was it a Friday? I think I've asked you that before.
I don't think it was a Friday. I could check.
What year was it? 91, right?
Yeah. Damn. Giving out
That's a
my
lot of
age.
clicking. Jesus Christ, dude. Nah, that was a Sunday.
Even better.
Day of the Lord.
The day
That's your
got
correlation.
the day got arrested.
He's like, that's enough for today. I'm just gonna make a Brian, and we're good.
I think I was a day late,
I was a month late. Yeah.
which when people ask why I'm so lazy,
Well, I have a full month on top of you.
either a day or 3 days. I don't remember which one.
Just chilling. You're like, yeah, I got time for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what we got going on for this week? Busy week, news-wise? I don't know.
Nah, most of the stuff I mostly pulled from yesterday. There wasn't much going on last week.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was yesterday and the day before, but it's been very slow. I've just been playing a lot of video games.
Yeah, it's that post-Comic-Con lull I've noticed. Like
Yeah,
all the news happens,
everything's
everything's there,
dry.
and yeah, it just slows down.
I think PAX is going on right now, so we might get some, or it's about to start like tomorrow or the day
Yeah, it's
after.
the same weekend as Dragon Con every year, right?
I think so, yeah.
Cool.
So that will be, we'll probably get some stuff out of that, maybe. Is it
Okay.
PAX Prime or PAX East?
Yes, it is. Sure it is.
That doesn't even answer my question.
Oh, God.
But yeah. So
What's new with you? What you been playing, reading, watching?
I haven't read anything since last week that I could think of. Nah, I've just been playing Diablo 3. I just finished Act 3 of that, so that's going. I finished the Infamous DLC, First Light. Infamous First Light. It's pretty much like it's a prequel to the game. Like it follows like that the female main character,
Hmm.
but it's not really essential to the actual like game itself because they pretty much explain her backstory in the game. And the DLC is just like you
More reason
actually
to play with
you
her.
yeah just you actually like physically playing as a character. But if you play the main game, then you get enough of the
Hmm.
story. And I think I finished it in one sitting, so it wasn't but it was like 4 hours long, I think, 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, but between that and I'm trying to finish up Diablo before Destiny comes out. Still not sure if I'm gonna get that game or not.
I see.
But
You been watching anything?
uh, I finished Dexter. That with that shitty ending.
That's the general consensus from what I hear. Haven't
Like
seen the last season.
it doesn't even like because they were like building up to like him. Spoilers, obviously. They were building up to like him leaving with Hannah.
Hmm.
Like him and his son, they're gonna like leave the country together to go to Argentina. But so there's like this big build up, and you're like, okay, he's going out with a big hurrah, like his final kill or whatever. And then at the very end, it's like his sister dies, which I'm just like, okay, because I never really liked her to begin with. I found her very annoying at times.
She always sounds like she's gonna cry.
She had her moments, but other than that, like she was like very annoying. And then the whole thing with like her being in love with him, like I kind of had got that feeling from like the first season. I'm just like, this girl is way too attached to this guy.
Hmm.
Like all the time, she's always going to Dexter, always going to Dexter. I'm just like, God damn. But then it's like, do you know what happens at the end? Even though you didn't watch it.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody, I heard it somewhere. Like I vaguely remember.
But yeah, it's like
Jack involved.
his sister gets shot and she ends up dying in the hospital. And then they're like doing an evacuation because like a hurricane's coming.
Hmm.
And you just see him. They're like when he goes into the hospital. I guess the receptionist is like, oh, we're moving a lot of patients to another section of the hospital to like conserve power or whatever. He ends up walking into his sister's room, like covering her up, and is walking her out of the hospital. Nobody says anything. I'm just like, and then he picks up her body, puts her on his boat, and drives off into like the hurricane or whatever
Yeah,
else coming.
that's right.
Dumps her body in the water, and then he just drives off. He just sails off into the hurricane. So, and then they have like I guess a time jump where he's like a lumberjack, and I'm just like, that has to be the worst ending I've ever watched in anything.
So what happens to his son?
His son is with Hannah. They go to because it was something they were about to get caught by like this not FBI, but like one of those organizations. I don't remember. So he ends up giving his son to Hannah and saying, "Okay, you guys go, and I have something to deal with, and then I'll catch up with you guys later." So like in the time jump, it just shows like her and his son like in Argentina. She's like on an iPad, and there's like a news report saying, "Oh, forensic specialist found dead" or whatever. Like they found the wreckage of his boat, and then it's like them two just walking off, and then it does a thing with the lumberjack, where it's like he's like a lumberjack in some place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, that is the most it's the same thing I was talking about with the comic books. I think it was last week I was talking where they build something up and you're getting hyped for it, but then at the last minute they're just like, fuck
It
you.
just falls through.
But yeah, I didn't really enjoy that ending. Like the show was good. It had its ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, some seasons I thought were better than others, of course.
The thing about it is kind of hard for me to like a show when you hate half of the main characters. Like the only characters I enjoyed was Dexter, of course, Batista, his the sergeant.
I think he's going to be in Gotham.
Yeah, I was reading about that. Yeah, him and Hannah. Hannah was pretty cool. Well, of course.
You know who I couldn't fucking stand throughout the entire series was
LaGuardia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, I fucking hated her. Jesus Christ.
When she died, I was like...
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's funny because, like, every character where you could kind of tell that they wanted to get rid of, they end up like killing them. Like that black detective.
Dokes.
No, not Dokes. The other black guy. When his sister gets promoted and he becomes a detective.
They bring him in from Chicago, I think.
Yeah, someplace.
They always come from Chicago. All these cops.
It's like he comes in. I think he was there for like a season, like season 6 or season 7. And then like the first episode of the next season, he dies. And I'm
That's
just
right.
like, you can tell they wanted to get rid of him, but they just didn't want to like write him out of the show, I guess. And then what's the other guy's name? The one who came from New York?
The white guy?
Yeah, the one
Gosh, yeah,
who's
I don't
like
remember
dating
him.
all the strippers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Fucking,
his character made no sense. Like all of the relationships in the show,
he was just like
like
supposed to be a dirty cop
yeah, that's how he
sometimes, but
was.
then
In
sometimes
the
not.
first season, he was like when he was stealing the money from
Hmm.
the crime scene. But it's like all the relationships that were not involving Dexter, like made no sense. Like when Batista and LaGuardia got married or whatever, like their whole subplot,
Yeah.
that made no sense. All the people that Deborah dated made no sense. I'm just like, what is this? Like, they don't even take time to explain, like,
I truly feel like that's a Showtime thing though. Like they try to be HBO, but they kind of fall short on some of these aspects. Whereas HBO has some pretty solid writing and
I
just
don't know.
overall
That's
better
that's the
shows.
first show from Showtime that I've seen.
I think I've seen a few.
Isn't like Spartacus on Showtime?
I think so. I haven't seen that.
But yeah. But other than that, I think that's about it as far as what I've been doing. What you've been up to?
Uh, I started reading some comics again. I'm trying to catch up on Injustice and Batman Beyond 2.0. Probably gonna go through my comics and start cutting even more. Just
You mean the Barber pregnancy spoilers?
yeah. Uh, I'll probably keep my comics. I'm thinking to like Batman, Spider-Man, Batgirl, and probably two other books or something, plus all the Image ones that I read. Besides that, I haven't read anything. I've literally read two issues since last week. That like before I go to bed, what I do is I'll lay in bed and I'll just read a few of these issues. They're fast to read, the
Like
DC
the
digital onlys.
yeah, the Injustice stuff.
Yeah, because I think they're 20 pages, but they're all
They're
very
half a
short.
page.
Yeah, so it's easy to read and fast, and I can get a few issues of those before I go to bed.
I,
Uh,
I probably won't be reading anything until I get back. Just be playing video games.
yeah, playing. I played the PT.
How was that?
That was good. That was terrifying. I played it at night, turn off the lights,
That
me and Giselle.
that dead fetus in the sink?
I think I heard Giselle tell me to turn it off and put something else about 50 times. All right, babe. No, all right, babe, turn it off.
Dude,
We're
does
done.
she
Babe,
does
turn it
she
off.
realize she could just stand up and walk away?
Walks up, unplugs it.
Did
It
you
was
did
just
you finish it all the way to the end? Like
yeah,
did you see a trailer?
yeah. But Jesus Christ, those fucking puzzles are ridiculous.
Yeah.
You got to plug in the headset, which she was happy for because she didn't have to listen to the freaky noises. It's just it was good though. It was terrifying. Like that thing where you're just in the same room every single time.
Yeah, you have to keep going through the loop.
Yeah, but it was good. I just really hope that the full game doesn't have those bullshit puzzles. Because if it
I
does,
think
it's
I
not
think
worth
that
it.
was I think that was just for the demo.
I hope
Like,
so.
because it was like a free thing, and it was like, because you didn't really like nobody knew what it was when they announced it until
Hmm.
obviously until you got to the end. So I think it was just one of those things. But I haven't played a Silent Hill game, so I don't know how their gameplay is.
Yeah, same here. I never
But from
played
what
it.
I read, I think that was only for that demo. Like the game is gonna be, it's gonna still have that same like terror feeling or whatever. But
Hmm.
like the puzzles aren't gonna be that as cryptic.
Yeah, like I hope not, but I really enjoyed it. It's been a while since I felt like legitimately scared at something. There was at one point that I actually did scream.
Which part?
Ah, it's the part. It's at the end. You turn the corner. You don't turn the corner. Like at the last time that you're in the room, the clock actually chimes midnight. And then if you go and you look at the clock that's in the hallway, and you walk and then you turn towards the door that you came from, there's a ghost standing there, and then she rushes you. I wasn't expecting that. I was just like bullshit, and I'm like, it's the fucking clock. Hi, look, it turned midnight finally. Let me just turn and walk. Oh my god! And then Giselle, of course, had a fucking heart attack at that same time, also.
If that would happen to me, you would get a call from me saying, "Yo, I'm in the hospital."
playing it with you. You just run out the house. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. What the fuck?
I wouldn't even be able to drive home because I'll be like, something's gonna jump in front of my car.
But yeah, what else? And then that's all I've really played. And then watched. I saw the True Blood finale.
How was that?
That was whatever. The ending was kind of weak. Like they wrapped it up with a happy ending, which I thought was whatever. I mean, that show I think was flawed from the very beginning
Yeah,
because it had this thing where they wouldn't kill main characters. Season
nice.
after season, you'd see these people and they're like in dire situations, and then they just get saved. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And I
That
realized
kind of
this.
happened with the Korra finale, but I'll talk about that when
Yeah,
we get to
once we
that.
get to that. But like I was watching it this like throughout the seasons, and that's how I started watching Game of Thrones, and I realized like Game of Thrones, they don't fuck around. Whereas they'll kill people. Like George R. R. Martin writes them off like fucking nothing. Brutal deaths. Look,
I've seen all the 9 gag stuff. Even
yeah,
though I don't watch the show,
you
I
should
have a
put
good
that on your
idea.
list for next one. I mean, it's a short show to catch up on, but
Is it on Netflix?
oh no, it's on HBO Go.
Oh no, I don't have that.
Yeah, or Amazon Prime if you have that. No,
Nah,
it's
that expired.
that's but it's just a show where like I stopped watching because like one of their characters, Tara, I couldn't fucking stand her. And then a season finale ends with her dying, and I'm like, yes, they fucking killed her. Ah, I actually applauded, like you did, LaGuardia. I fucking stood up and applauded that shit. Next season, they bring her back as a vampire. I'm like, yeah, we're done with this show.
In Game of Thrones?
No, no, True Blood, True Blood.
Oh,
Back
yeah.
on True Blood. And
I'm
so,
like, what?
so yeah, so like
Vampires?
the ending, the ending was whatever. Like they killed off the main villain, I guess, of the season within the first 5 minutes of the episode. Like the guy just decided to become. He's like, huh, I'm a 1,000-year-old vampire against some humans. I can kill this guy. So he does that easily. And then they just wrap it up, and it's like, it's weak.
Oh, remember that timestamp thing? Yeah, I completely forgot. I have to go because I put the video to private, so I have to go. I'll just have to go back and listen to it and mark them down. But I still have the timer going. So
Yeah, just start from now. And what else have I watched? I feel like I watched something else. I started watching Boardwalk Empire
yeah,
and Cheers.
I heard about that show.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I'm reading a Prohibition book, and then I'm watching a Prohibition show, and also a comedy show about a bar. So I'm like, I got a good theme going on. And I think that's it. I haven't seen much of anything else. Watching the Meltdown with Kumail and Jonah.
That was a Comedy Central thing.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about that.
yeah. I just set the DVR because I'm not gonna stay up till 1 in the morning to watch
Yeah,
that.
I completely. It was funny. It was probably like a week after. I was probably listening to Indoor Kids, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot about the show. Yeah.
But yeah, and what else? And I'm reading, playing. I played just that, and that's it. I mean,
I started watching on Netflix that MTV CGI Spider-Man cartoon. I remember watching it way back when it first aired.
is
The
it any
Neil
good?
Neil Patrick Harris voicing Spider-Man.
Is it
I'm baffled on how this show got made.
good? So it's amazing.
It's supposed to be like not darker, because it's kind of an old cartoon, so it's kind of like the CG is kind of wonky and cheesy or whatever. But
Like
it's supposed
Beast
to be
Wars.
like a darker version, and it was supposed to take place after the first movie,
Hmm.
because they kind of reference like Spider-Man, like Harry thinks that Spider-Man killed his dad,
Hmm.
so they kind of like reference that. But yeah, it's only one season, 13 episodes. I'm just like, yeah, I'll just watch it because I don't remember
Just
finishing
get
it.
it
So I'm
over
just
with.
like, yeah. But yeah, I started. I think I'm like on episode 3.
Well, speaking of Spider-Man,
What's
and
up with Spider-Man?
there's some new voiceover news.
Oh, Donald Glover.
Donald Glover to
I don't
voice
know.
Miles Morales.
I don't watch any of his stuff, so I just threw that on there because I think you watch like what's
Well,
that show?
he was on Community,
Oh, okay.
and then there was that whole big ordeal with him being Spider-Man for like the Spider-Man reboot movies.
Well, that's the whole. He's the reason why Miles Morales was created.
That's awesome. Now he gets to
Yeah, because
voice him.
I was reading that I read it somewhere that when he was, I guess he was campaigning to play Spider-Man, and it was around the time where Peter Parker was like the death of Peter Parker thing was happening.
Mm.
So I guess Bendis just took that idea and ran with it. So it makes sense. And then I read on his Tumblr, someone asked him about like how do you feel about Donald Glover voicing Miles, and he was like he literally had to sit on his hands for a year not to get on this information. I'm just like damn. But the only reason why he got that role is because I'm playing Miles Morales in the movie, and they gave me an option. They were like, you can either voice him in the cartoon or do the movie.
So you took
just like,
more money.
Yeah, I was like, I'll do the movie.
I didn't know that you could talk about it yet, though. You're gonna have to edit this out.
Well, I commented on it on Ed's post from this morning.
Okay.
I think he wrote something on it, and I was just like, yeah, the reason why he got the role is because they casted me to play in the next movie. So that was my official announcement. If anybody wants
I look forward to it, but again, I haven't seen the show in fucking ever.
Yeah. They have the first 2 seasons on Netflix. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I was actually. It's funny because I was scrolling through some Netflix stuff, like some of the stuff they recommend, and some of the cartoons they'll have like season 1, and then they'll skip to like season 4. I'm just like, I'm pretty sure there's 2 seasons in between that you're missing.
Yeah, I guess they got some weird fucking stuff going on there. Like a lot of the old TV shows also, they'll have like 2 seasons, and you look online, it's like, oh, it's a 5-season show. I'm like, all right, Netflix. The show is at least
Speaking of Netflix, I was just reading that Walking Dead is going to be September 29th, season 4. I think that's like right before season 5 starts, right?
Season 5 starts October 12th.
Okay.
So yeah, so 2 weeks before.
So I'll be able to watch that, and then I'll be caught up.
Are you caught up on The Walking Dead? Up to season 3?
Yeah. I just need season 4, and I think Arrow season 2 is going to be up on the same day season 3 airs.
Oh, that sucks.
October 8th. So you'll have like from the moment it goes on till 8 p.m.
that day. From midnight to till 8 at night. So you have 20 hours to watch about 20 hours of programming.
That's if it goes up at midnight.
Yeah, well, I think it does. Netflix, I think, goes up at midnight.
I got season 1 on Blu-ray. It was like $20 on Amazon.
Cool.
So I got that. I have it here. But yeah, I got to do that schedule for the shows like Gotham and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't, because I want to catch up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I don't know if that's going to be up on Netflix. If they're going to put that up.
I really don't know.
But I started missing episodes. So that's why I stopped watching that. But yeah, so Donald Glover as Miles Morales.
Should be good.
And what is it? Web Warriors? That's what it's called, right?
I have no idea. I don't know. I've been so out of it, like everything has a name now that I'm not sure what means what. Especially with the Spider-Man, there's like Spider-Verse and Spider people.
Edge of Spider-Verse with Mary Jane the Rockstar.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that.
And Gwen Stacy the drummer.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means.
So does that mean that Peter Parker was the one who got pushed off the bridge and she tried to save him and his neck broke?
Maybe she pushed him off the bridge.
Fuck you.
And of course they're rolling with the what is it? Face It Tiger.
Oh yeah, they put it in the song.
It's fucking ever Face It Tiger and the whole walking away with the mask in the garbage. That's a Spider-Man thing right there.
Well, it's not only the mask; it's the whole suit. The mask. It's like the mask.
The mask.
The mask that's hanging out, and like the hand, like the glove part.
Yeah. But it's just Jesus Christ, man.
Those are iconic. I actually saw a post on Tumblr where you know that like famous like panel where it's like Kitty Pryde saying Professor X is a jerk. Like Professor Xavier is a jerk. It's like her pointing her finger. You ever seen that?
Maybe. Sounds vaguely familiar.
But like someone posted all the panels where people recreated that scene. It was like Kitty Pryde saying Professor X. And then there was a part in Ultimate Spider-Man with Gwen Stacy saying Captain America is a jerk. and there was like two more. I forgot what the other ones were. But yeah, that and the Days of Future Past cover is also another one where they redraw
Yeah,
it a lot.
yeah, that's another one. That's yeah, Days of Future Past. Looking forward to getting the Blu-ray. Comes out soon, right?
I don't know.
I think it's like in the
I
next
haven't kept up. I think maybe Spider-Man came out this week, the Blu-ray, but
yeah,
I haven't like kept up with the release dates of these things.
yeah. But speaking of release dates, we've got two lined up here. Start off with Lego Batman 3. Look forward to that.
Lego, you mean Lego Justice League?
Lego Justice
But
League on the moon in space.
they're afraid to call it that because the name Batman in the
Yeah,
title will sell
Batman.
them more copies.
It should just be like Lego Batman and the Justice League in space.
Lego Batman and his bitches. B&B.
So yeah, look forward to that November 11th. I haven't played a Lego game in a while, not since Lego Marvel, and fuck that game for me.
I forgot you never finished it.
Yeah, I should go back into it, try to finish it off.
But I'm probably not gonna get that on release. I'll probably wait because
I have to
I
see
think
because I made my my release schedule.
yeah, I have mine up here too.
Boom! I just gotta digitize this shit, put it on my cell phone so I can have it coming out.
Well, I have mine on the Notes app thing on my laptop. So I got Diablo 3, which I already got. Destiny, I put a question mark. According to you, Destiny came out this week, so
Yeah, you know me.
he's like, I'm gonna pre-order it now. 'Cause at first, I thought it was a joke because I remember Watch Dogs took forever for you to download. So I thought you were saying like, I'm gonna pre-order it now, so by the time it's released, it'll be downloaded.
This morning it came out
But
yesterday.
then, but then I thought I was like, what if he's not joking?
I was because you said something, and I was at work, and I read the text really quick, and then I read it as if you said that you saying that like the game came out yesterday, and I'm like, oh shit, the game's out.
Well, probably because I said I pre-ordered the Infamous DLC yesterday or last night. I said
Maybe.
something like that, so you probably just read it real fast.
Probably, and I've just put Destiny inside of where Infamous was.
It doesn't even.
That's how crazy it's been, alright?
So you got Destiny on September 9th.
FIFA 15,
Oh
September
no,
23rd.
I don't even have that.
Looking forward to spend another year on that game.
Super Smash 3DS, October 3rd.
Jesus.
Damn, this is out
Not
of
gonna
order.
get Assassin's Creed Unity?
I still have to play 4. Probably when I get back, I'll borrow yours if you could find it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that one's easy. That's still out there.
Okay. Yeah, I still have to play that, and then I have it on here.
We need
But
to get Xboxes.
all right, just cough up $800 and get 2.
Like, there's a few games here that I
But there's
fucking
not, there's
want
no
best.
there's no games I want to. I just want to get that Halo. There's nothing else I really want.
I want Sunset Overdrive, and I like. I know you don't like racing, but I want Forza Horizon 2.
I like racing. I just haven't found the right game to get back into it.
Yeah.
Because I haven't played a racing game, like a racing like that, since probably like when I had my PSP and I played Midnight Club. I think that's
Yeah,
the
I played
last
Midnight
racing
Club on
game
the
I actually
PSP.
owned.
Gave up on that very quickly with the 3-hour load times for races.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, let me play this before I get to my destination as I'm fucking on the train. Load. Oh, good, I'm here. Turn it
But yeah,
off.
every new racing game comes out, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this. This is gonna get me back into it, and I just forget about it, and then the new one comes out, and I'm just like, there's no point in me getting that one. But I might get like the Crew or something like that. One
Drive
of
Club
those.
comes out October
Drive Club.
7th. November 11th is The Crew.
I don't even have that. Yeah, see, mine's is like priority. So I have Super Smash, which is October 3rd. I have Pokemon, which I think it's supposed to be October 21st, not November, but I'll change that. Borderlands pre-sequel, Assassin's Creed Unity, Dragon Age, Far Cry 4, and Kingdom Hearts 2 HD. Those are like my priority. my priority stuff. But some
Yeah,
of
I
these
love
I'm
that.
not even get like the only ones I'm getting for sure is like on release is Super Smash, Pokemon, Borderlands, and Dragon Age, and Kingdom Hearts. The rest is depends how I feel around that time and if I'm employed.
Speaking of Dragon Age, when is the release date on that?
November 18th.
November 18th. I'm thinking of getting that. Here's a question that I was supposed to ask you last week and I completely forgot.
Did you write it down?
No, that's why. Doesn't matter anyways. I would have forgotten to read it. If I haven't played the other Dragon Age, will I be able to play this one and not be lost?
The only thing you're gonna be lost about is some of the returning characters. Like if they ever talk about like their backstory or if they reference other games, you might be lost with that. But the thing about the Dragon Age game is every game it's a new main character. It's not like Mass Effect where it's like it's the same character
Like
every game.
the same story.
So like the first game you're the warden, the second game you're the champion, third game you're the inquisitor. So each game
Can
is
you
a
choose your
different main
class in
character.
that game or no?
Yeah, you could choose what class you want. You could choose like you have the rogue, the warrior, and the
Oh, I hate.
mage. And then you could choose like if you want to be a human, if you want to be an elf, if you want to be. They added the Qunari, which is a race. It's a race slash religion. I forget which one. But yeah, so
Okay.
I mean you
I'll
could get
put my
it
list, yeah. I'll
and
probably
just
get it because, like, I'm just scared also because it's the same style of game as The Witcher.
that's not coming out till next year.
Yeah, but like next year, when February, right?
I think so.
So I don't want to burn out on that type of game and play The Witcher and have like two games that I'm not going to beat.
Well, you still have Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I've been playing that. Completely forgot about that. I spent like most of the weekend playing that. I'm almost done with Act Two. How long
When
is
we
that fucking act?
when we went to what was the convention we went to?
Supercon?
SuperCon. That's the exact same thing.
I just got in touch with the guy with the dreads and the robots at the junkyard. I forgot his
Okay.
name.
Okay. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
So I feel like I'm close to finishing off this act, and then I have what, like another 9 acts to
Wait,
go.
you just met him?
I just met him at the bar. I just play with his robots, and I'm going to do the mission to gain his loyalty, I guess you could call
Where
it.
you got we got to steal his truck, his van.
Mm,
I think
probably.
I think that's the mission.
Yeah, he wants me to grab some stuff so he can study something, and then he can do things for something to do somewhere. Very into the story right now. Oh, yeah, so yeah, I've been playing that.
Oh man, what were we talking about? I know you
Second
remember.
release game.
Dragon Age.
Yeah,
Well, the only news I had Dragon Age, they announced co-op
it
multiplayer, which
co-op
it looks
story.
like. Nah, it's co-op multiplayer. It looks like
Horde mode.
it looks like Diablo, where it's like you team up with three other people and you're going around collecting loot, like
Okay,
killing monsters and collecting loot.
that sounds
Like
fun.
that's pretty much what I got out of it.
Not bad, not bad.
So I guess for that you get to like pick what class you want, and then you just go into a lobby and then you just go around killing stuff.
That's cool. I can
So
get down with that. Yeah, what else we got on our list here? Oh yeah, another game that was release date announced October 21st. Legend of Korra video game.
I'm getting this game. I was watching
You're
some
gonna put it
gameplay.
right next to the level of Justice of Young Justice.
No, actually, have you seen gameplay footage of
I
it?
didn't even know this game was existing.
Yeah, it's made by Platinum Games, who I think make. Is it the Devil May Cry games that they make?
I don't know. A name
Or is
sounds
it like
familiar.
The Naruto games or something like that? But like the gameplay and stuff looks pretty good, and they announced a mode where you could play that the pro bending, the you know
Can
the
you
pro.
play with a wheelchair-bound Korra?
He's gonna be suffering through PTSD.
Spoiler alert. I'll check it out later. See, I didn't even know that this game was
Yeah,
existing.
yeah. Just go. I think go on IGN. They have like a bunch of interviews and stuff. I was
Okay.
checking up on it yesterday. But speaking of wheelchair bound Korra, that finale.
Yeah, this season was. I love this season. Villains in that show are always the best ever.
That the deaths.
Oh
Holy
my
crap!
god. I had
When
to
when
rewind.
when what's her name died?
The combustion chick, right?
Pai Lee, that's her name, right? Or Pali, or
Sure.
however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
When she died, I was literally sitting. I was sitting just like this, laptop right here, and I was like, "Oh!"
Yeah, I was sitting right here. I was right here watching on my TV like this. As it happened, I'm like, oh my god. As soon as the episode's finished, rewind it. I'm like, let me watch that shit again.
But I went on Tumblr, and people on Tumblr are like masters at getting like the gifs and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So they got the gifs of like that scene where it's like, um, what's Lynn's sister's name?
Son?
But Su Yin or something like that, where
Close.
she takes off her armor,
Yeah.
throws it, and it just goes. And I'm just like, oh my, yeah. Like the first thing that came in my head was just like blood everywhere.
Yeah. Uh, like you see just, what's his name? He just looks over and you just see that smoke coming up. You're like, yeah.
But yeah,
And then
remember that pic, remember
Superman.
that meme I sent you? It's like gets taken off TV, immediately becomes more darker.
Look forward to book 4 then.
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier when you were talking about what was it, True Blood,
Mm-hmm.
killing off main characters. Like
Mm.
I was watching it, and I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, there's gonna be a book 4, so Korra's not gonna die, or nothing drastic is gonna happen.
Yeah, but
That in
the
the
thing,
back of my mind when I'm watching it, like that's all I was thinking about. So, but that's the only thing I don't like about them announcing like ahead of time if there's going to be like another movie or
well, no,
another
I mean they
like
can even
scene.
finish book 4 without Korra dying. I just figured that maybe one of the side characters died, like Aang's son. God damn it! I swear I watched the
Oh,
TV
Tenzin.
series. Tenzin, or maybe her dad dying. Like, but at the same time,
I thought her dad died.
I
How?
mean,
Let's talk. Well, hold on for a second. Let's talk about
the
how
dad.
badass her dad is. Did you see how he scaled that mountain? When the metal benders are shooting the thing, and he just like fuck that. He made like the water out of the water
Oh
ice
yeah,
skates, and he's just like,
yeah.
I'm just like this. And then when he was fighting Zahir, and
Hmm.
they did like the slow motion thing when he like had the ice on his hand, and like
Yeah,
I was just like, what?
but I figured that he wasn't gonna die just by the way that he got thrown off. I'm like, just I've seen that happen, that scene too many times and too many other things.
Yeah,
And also, it's a kids show. Like at the end of it, it's
it's
a
not a
tough
kid.
kids show,
It's not a
but
kid.
it's a cartoon for kids, so they're not gonna kill people,
It's
which
not a kid
sucks. They
show.
should.
They. What do you mean they're not gonna kill people?
They're not gonna kill like
Uh,
the good guys.
what's her name died? I just noticed that too. Well, did Lava Bender guy die?
They didn't show it, but he brought the mountain down on
I
himself.
think he did. I think I read that the creators confirmed that he died.
Okay, because I'm like, I didn't see him die. Like he was about to
Like
get
him and
captured.
the him and the armless waterbender, she died too.
Yeah, well, we saw her die. I mean, it's about time that fucking Mako decides that he can remember that he fucking lightning bends.
Yeah, I was reading that, and like my response to that is that because I just recently, like last month, I recently rewatched like the Aang stuff, and like when they were explaining like the lightning bending, it's like it's not something that you can just do on command. It takes like a lot of focus.
I don't
So
know.
I
He
get,
used to work at the electric company.
but yeah, but there's no stress with that. Like if you're in the middle of a fight, you have to make sure that you balance like the whole balance thing that doesn't cross through the heart and all that crap. So I guess like when he jumped up into the tree or whatever, he had enough like yeah.
I don't know.
But people were like she looked like the Slender Man when she came up and she had like all those arms. I was just like, oh. It's
But
funny because that
she's used that
scene,
move before though, right?
like I was texting Ed and I was like that scene where he like jumps into the water and I'm just like you fucking idiot, why
Yeah.
would you do that? But then when he lightning bent I was like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
I was watching with Giselle and she's like, he can do that, and I'm like, yeah. In the second book too, in the beginning, he's working at the electric company. She's like, "Oh man, I even remember he could do that. I forgot about that." I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. And then my realization with the lava, because the whole season I'm just trying to figure out what's the meaning behind a lava bender. Like, do they
Mhm.
like change the temp? Like, because they're earth benders, do they like change the temperature in the rock or something?
Yeah,
But then
my
I remembered that the reason why Bolin couldn't do it is because his parents were fire and earth benders. So I figured you have to have that kind of background
mhm.
in order to mix those two elements together.
Yeah, as I was watching it with my brother, who was Mr. Physics. First thing he sees when like somebody lava bends,
Yeah, I already saw this picture.
he's like, "I'm gonna tell you why he can't do that." And I'm like, "Here we go."
So
Earth,
he's
yeah.
gonna try and explain the
And
science
then he's
behind
like, in
it.
order to create lava out of earth, you need a lot of pressure, and there's no physical way that he can do that. And I'm like, no, dude. Cartoon.
So
They're
you
already
so
moving rocks.
so he's telling me that water, earth,
Yeah,
fire, and air is
those are
possible,
plausible.
but
Those are
lava
plausible.
isn't.
And he's just like, yeah. But yeah,
And
but
and
I
and metal
knew I
bending.
knew what's his name was Bolin was going to be a lava bender.
Well, yeah, they kind of set that up from the
Yeah,
beginning.
that was like completely obvious, but very badass. When like the lava comes over him and he's just like, ah.
His
Yeah.
Mako's like, Bolin, you're a lava bender. He's like, yeah, I just figured that out. Well, another thing about the Legend Korra game, it's the original, it's the original voice actors. Like,
Cool.
so Janet Varney and then the two who do Mako and Bolin are
When
voicing
when is this
characters.
supposed to take place?
It takes place after book two,
Okay,
so in between book two, book three, and it has like its own villain and everything.
that's
But
cool.
when I was talking about the post traumatic stress, Korra is gonna be mentally fucked.
I
Cause
don't.
think about it, all
Guitar, isn't
three.
she like a master healer?
No, but I'm talking about mentally.
Yeah, but I'm saying for her
Physically,
body
yeah.
though.
Physically, she's damaged, yeah. But Katara wasn't even there at the ceremony at the end,
Yeah, but
where Aang became where Aang got his tattoos.
yeah, we get to see what that was like.
She looked just like Aang with her head shaved.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. I saw this one picture. It's like, we just got a picture of Janora in the future growing up, and then it shows like one of the flash forwards where you see Aang with his chin strap and her hair.
But yeah, think about it. Books one, two, and three all take place in I think in less than a year. So
Hmm.
think about it. Amon, she had to deal with.
Wait, I thought that there was a little bit more time between Amon and.
I think Amon in book one and book two, I think is like 6 months or something like that,
Mhm.
or if not a little bit longer. And then
I know
like
book 2 and 3 are like 2 or 3 weeks of Korra.
yeah, so think about Amon, she had to deal with.
Hmm.
Then the whole Vatu and Rava stuff, and now pretty much the whole poison thing, and then her fighting Zahir. Think about it. For a teenager to have to deal with all that crap, book four, she's gonna be mentally damaged.
Yeah, well, especially also because like the last one left her in a wheelchair and she's weak. Who knows what like the extent of her powers right now? And I really thought that I
And
don't know why.
she didn't learn how to take bending away, right? She just learned how to restore it.
I have no idea.
Because a lot of people are saying, why? I wonder if she took Zahir's airbending away. And I'm just like, they never explained if she could do that.
What did they do with them at the end?
They probably just locked him up.
Yeah, just put them back in somewhere.
You
Just
would
fucking
hope.
kill him, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't kill him because so far every villain has died.
That's right.
Well,
Maybe he'll
yeah,
come
I'm
back for
on.
next season.
No, they already said it's a new villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might show up. I don't know, but they already announced
Do
that
you
it's gonna
think
be
next season she'll get in touch with the old avatars, or that's lost forever now?
the last episode. She restores
Yeah,
it. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know how book four is gonna play out. They say some people are saying that it's supposed to take place in the Fire Nation.
now, the question that a lot of people are saying, Asami and Korra get together.
Yes.
they played around with that quite a bit this season. I felt like there's a lot of
What
teasing
is it?
between the
Was it
people.
Korrassami?
Yeah, throughout the season, there's like certain things that they hint at, and I'm like, shit,
I think
okay. I think it'd be amazing. I think it
they're
would be
not
fucking awesome.
they're not gonna do it, but I support it.
Me too. Like, I think it would be the fucking greatest thing ever.
Yeah, they're not gonna do it, but I would support that. And then
Yeah,
Mako just have his mind blown.
yeah, but I would love to just see what Bolin does or says.
Yeah, they're not gonna do it, but if they do, if they have even more of that in book four, I'm just like, yeah, I support that.
Let's do it,
Because
Nickelodeon.
even at the end when she's like in the wheelchair and she's
Yeah,
like, they like zoomed in on the part where she like grabs her hand and I'm just like, are they gonna do this?
yeah, like yeah. Hey, like I'm with you. I support it. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, but I don't think because just instant controversy.
Yeah, it's a kids show on a kids
Yeah,
network.
instant controversy. But I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I really don't know how. That's a good thing about this show is you don't know how like since the seasons are self. Because I really thought this season was gonna end with a cliffhanger.
With
Like
what?
I thought it was gonna end with like a cliffhanger. Like remember when season two of Avatar, like it ended with Azula like hitting like Aang going into Avatar state and then Azula hitting him with the lightning and kills him and then Katara brings him back with like that spirit water.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought it was gonna be like since that had a cliffhanger, I figured this they would do it for the last two seasons, but guess not.
Yeah, I have a feeling also that the next season is going to be the last of Avatar ever.
Probably because I saw the book four is gonna come out before summer next year.
That's
Because
good.
at the
Check that out.
panel at the Comic Con panel, they said that this is I think they said that this is their last panel for Legend of Korra at Comic Con. So it's probably gonna come out because I think in the interviews I've seen, book four is like they're in the I think they finished all the dialogue voiceovers. I think they're just in like post production right now. So probably like January we might see it. We might see book four. That's
That's
my
cool. We don't have to wait that long.
but
Yeah, the great fucking series season.
oh yeah, that's like the only show I'm like caught up with like on a consistent basis. Everything else I'm just like I miss one episode and I'm just like I'll catch up eventually.
Yeah. What else we got? We got one more topic to go over here. This is all you. Pokken.
Pokken, the most random. Literally, when I read this, I'm just like, is it April 1st? But yeah, Pokemon Tekken fighting game. Like I told you, I would buy a Wii U to get this game.
So wait, this is actually a Pokemon slash Tekken?
Yeah, I think it's a Pokemon fighting game made by
Oh, okay.
like
So
the people who made Tekken.
okay, I thought it was like a DC versus Mortal Kombat
No,
situation.
it's an actual Pokemon fighting game. Like, Street Fighter, Tekken, one-on-one fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what it is. I'm just like, if it comes out for 3DS, I'll probably just get it for that. But that's all I really wanted to say about the most random.
Yeah. Will it have all 4,000 Pokemon or just like a select few?
They'll release them as DLC.
Of
The,
course.
the original 151, and then the rest will release as DLC.
The
Can you
dollar
imagine?
each.
Can you imagine the menu screen?
For
You
fuck's sake,
you would
choose
need
one.
you would need a 4K TV just to like get all those characters on one screen.
God damn.
But yeah, other than that,
Oh yeah, so that's it for the week. You got any words of wisdom for our one viewer?
uh, DragonCon starts Friday actually, not tomorrow. They just
Yeah,
had
tomorrow
badge
is take a
pickup.
pickup.
Yeah, badge pickup. Um, man, I never have words of wisdom. I live my days day by day.
Nice. I'll remind you this weekend to take some pictures, get that shit posted.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sounds good. See you next week for another fun-filled unlucky number episode.
Number 13.
What?